All right, welcome back, everybody, to On the Screws Golf. My name is Hank Morris, and I am a content provider for both rookie, more or less advanced rookie accounts, as well as the pro division. We also participate in some expert categories, but we do not provide content or notes in that division. So, with that said, we're here today to talk about a great video and a great opportunity in advanced rookie for some shot notes to get you up the banner and maybe on the podium. So let's go. All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we are going to talk through real quickly here the Pacific Cup Tournament Rookie Advanced Division and the opportunity for a set of notes that might get you some extra drops throughout the tournament and get you up the leaderboard. So, with that being said, let's take a look at what we have provided. Also, in the description below, we will have a link to these notes for your review, printing, exporting to a Word document, etc. So look for that after the video. All right, first hole number one, par 4, obviously one of the most challenging tee shots in all of Golf Clash, but it is makeable. So extra mile 6 or 7 would be a appropriate choice here for the tee shot, and then obviously we have a Hornet, an Endbringer, or a Malibu depending on where we end up. If you're using something less than an extra mile 6, like an extra mile 5, your best opportunity possibly would be to bounce off the first fairway and put some backspin on, some right spin, and land it on that second fairway, and then take an Endbringer or a Firefly into the green with your second shot and try to roll it in for an eagle that way. Instead of having a full overpower shot where you may have a great ball left or right, which is obviously going to put you either in the rough or in the bunker in front of the green, which is going to be a more treacherous shot than if you landed on the fairway, giving you a normal needle speed and an opportunity at 0 elevation on that second shot from the second fairway to make an eagle if you have an extra mile 5. So for an extra mile 6, 15% wind adjustment, max adjustment, full topspin, full right spin, and just a 5% overpower. Okay, don't put more than just at the bottom of the power circle and maybe a little bit of a break in that power circle. Let her rip, hit perfect, and you should see the double bounce over both fairways onto that that rough cut in front of the hole and have it just filter out onto the green, giving you a wonderful eagle putt. All right, so that's hole number 1. Here are the adjustments and the landings, so you can see full top, full right. I found that a Kingmaker with more of its right spin might be an appropriate shot for me. Everybody else, you may use a Titan ball, you might use a Katana, Navigator, whatever it may be. But for the advanced player, may have some Titans to spare or a Kingmaker or 2 to spare. I prefer a power 3 here, full top, full right. You can see the landing spot at plus 16 yards with the yellow ring cutting that right rough. Okay, that's hole number 1. Let's go to hole number 2 here real quick. Par 5, hole number 2, obviously. Again, when we talk advanced rookie, we're talking extra mile 6 or 7, sniper 6 or 7. Kingmaker balls, power 3 balls, power 4 balls, maybe a power 5 ball here or there. to give you that really easy eagle or albatross attempt on certain holes. So on shot number 1 here, obviously, max adjustment at plus 10%. You're going to go full topspin, full left spin, maybe a little bit of inside curl to protect you from the right side of if you hit a great right. But if you hit a great left without or with left inside curl, you're going to be in the rough or the bunker. So you cannot hit great left on this tee shot. You have to hit perfect or left curl, and you can have just a slightly great ball right. Okay. Second shot, sniper 6 or 7. 0 topspin, I find, is the appropriate shot with about 1 or 2 squares short of the hole. Aim it just left the pin. That should be a left, not a let. And then into the cup, left of the pin, in the cup, of course. And then that's max adjustment with 0% adjustment. And then if you're going to use a Viper 8, no topspin at 323 yards. Again, 0 elevation on either of those clubs in the second shot, giving yourself an opportunity at a potential albatross, but a very, very easy eagle putt. All right, let's take a look at the landing spots real quick here. Shot number 1 off the tee shot, you can see full top, full left. You can see yellow ring cutting the left rough there. You can see where that first bounce actually comes in at, right where that shadow on the fairway begins. It's kind of an impression going down to the left. On shot number 2, again, I had full topspin. What I'm going to ask you to do is 0 topspin. So we can get rid of that second shot spin. That should be just neutral. 0 top, 0 left, but it's at a 0 elevation. And the extra mile 6 and 7 will obviously get you right to the hole with the 0 topspin. And then you can see the landing position pretty much almost in the middle of the fairway, maybe to the right third of that fairway. Then you're going to adjust max adjustment. You can see max distance is at plus 11 yards. All right, that's hole number 2. Let's go to hole number 3 here. Hole number 3, Goliath. Any of the Goliaths. A lot of people like the backbone because of its accuracy. Again, it's up to you. Goliath, backbone, whatever you feel most comfortable with. You can use a navigator ball all the way up to a wind 3 ball, such as a Kingmaker, that can cut down the wind for you if you think that is what you want to do. So depends on everyone's flavor for which shot they want to do and what you believe in. Do you believe accuracy over distance? And on this hole particularly, you don't need distance. So the backbone may be the best shot for everybody here just due to its accuracy. I, unfortunately, am so used to the needle speed and the utilization of the backbone. And I know when I have 2 backspin or 4 backspin, how close or how far away from the pin I need to be. So that's why I have that in my guide. But this is a pretty straightforward, simple hole. 20% at mid adjustment. Aim it just to the right of the stick. 4 backspin, quarter bar right spin if you're going to aim it in the cup. If you're not, aim it maybe a little bit to the right side of the stick and let her fly with a perfect shot. You give yourself an amazing opportunity for the hole-in-one. Now, what happens is when you get down there on that slope, it's banked from right to left. So as that ball comes in, it shoots forward and spurts a little bit to the left. So you're going to end up either to the left of the hole if you don't compensate. So those are the reasons for the quarter ball right spin, or if you're going to aim it outside the right edge. All right, let's take a look at the adjustments here. 4 backspin, no side spin, navigator ball, and then you can see my ball guide aimed somewhat at the right side of the stick, but still inside the hole there. Okay, that is hole number 3. Moving on to hole number 4. Par 4. Extra mile 6 and 7 once again. We have the Hornet and the Thorn as our second shot. And then we're going to go ahead Kingmaker and or Titan, which is a power 3 ball. First shot elevation is plus 10%. our second shot will also be at plus 10%. Now, I've been able to make this a couple times in the qualifiers on a couple occasions here. So what I suggest here is very important. 2.5 topspin with full right spin. You're going to aim to the left of that far right bunker. Okay, let's see if I have the picture here. Do we? Yep, there we go. You can see that probably about half of the red rings down into that right bunker. And you're going to go 2.5 topspin and what I say, full right spin. But after you get that in position, what you want to do is pull back a ring or two where the ball guide just gets over the left bunker, right, on its second bounce, and that will give you plenty of distance to bring you in at right around 336, 335, etc. And if you do that, you're going to be at Hornet 5 mid adjustment or min adjustment with full backspin and 2 right spin. Aim it right to the left inside edge of the cup, hit it perfect, and you'll give yourself a really amazing opportunity for a consistent eagle, okay? And it's pretty straightforward hole, 10% on both, and you're going to use a max adjustment and then a min adjustment if you're at 336. If you're going to be at 345, if you hit it too far, you're then going to be at a max end bringer adjustment, okay? So that's hole number 4 with the adjustments, 3 top, full right, and then where your landing position on the first tee shot is, okay? I don't have any positions for shot 2 spin or landing because it's variant, right? You're either going to use the Hornet or the end bringer based on the distance that you roll out. So just keep that in mind. And be prepared. Make sure you have the right clubs at the right levels prior to going into that hole for your second shot. All right, par 3, hole 5, Goliath 5, 6, and 7 again. What I want to put in here also is the way I've used it, okay? 30% mid adjustment for a Goliath. And I'm going to make a few notes as we go here. And then this will be plus 30. I don't know why that went there. Sorry, everybody. Plus 30. Doing it again. Plus 30% min adjust for the sniper. Because we're going to do a rough bump. There we go. Excellent. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. So on the first shot, 3 backspin, 2 right spin for the Goliath. Aim it at the hole. Adjust for 30%, max wind, and give yourself or mid wind, and give yourself a really good chance at getting it super close. I haven't dropped it from back there because I've been dialing in the rough bump. So we go all the way down to the green side rough. Quarter backspin with the sniper 6. Aim the ball guide to the inside left of the cup at plus 30% at min adjustment and a power 1 ball. So you're going to use the I think we use the navigator as well. Man, I'm making all these note changes as we go here. All right, navigator. You're going to go ahead 30% min and then rough bump, push up 0.3 rings after you make your adjustment. Because if you don't, you either, based off of where you pull the ball into the power circle and let go, it's either going to land shorter of your intended position and it's going to bounce straight up and then just trickle on, and you're going to be, 10, 12 squares short of the hole. You're going to have to make a birdie. And if you do push up, you'll land right where your landing spot was, and it'll give you a nice, really nice forward kick out and stay on line to where you want the ball to go, okay? I think on this shot, because the wind is pretty straight, it's just a slight angle from what I've seen in the qualification, you can probably go whatever the min adjustment is at plus 30 minus 0.3. So if it's 4, you can just adjust 3.7. And you can probably do the same thing that way. Or what I like to do, I like to go the full 4 and then push back up 0.3. I feel better about it that way. And we'll let it fly. And we've made the hole-in-one that way. Okay? So that is my suggestion. Again, you can use the bounce shot, Goliath, 3 back, 2 right, aim it at the stick, and then dial it in that way. I have not made a hole-in-one with the Goliath, but I have made a hole-in-one and 2 lip outs with the sniper rough bump. Okay? So here is the Navigator ball with a half a backspin or a quarter backspin. And the rough bump, you can see that picture right there, which is just to the inside of the cup and a little bit, the ball guide going a little bit past the hole. And that gives you a really great opportunity at the hole-in-one on hole number 5. All right, let's go to hole number 6 here. Hole number 6, extra mile 6 and 7, Goliath 5, 6 and 7, and or the sniper 6 and 7, depending on your distances. So on hole number 6, you're going to go with a Kingmaker plus 10%, extra mile, full top, full left, and then max adjustment and land at 327. And then on shot number 2, again, this is where you're going to need the Goliath because of the distance. You're going to do a rough bump at 327. That's a max Goliath 5, 6, or 7. If you get farther than that, obviously you may come back and get to mid. So if you get in the 340 range, you might be able to get to mid distance. But 327 at full topspin and full left spin gets you right in that 327, 328 range. And you can almost guarantee that it's going to be a max adjustment because you push up just a teeny bit, it flips right into a min sniper adjustment. So you're going to either aim at the left edge of the cup and a half a bar left and a quarter bar of topspin, if that makes sense. Okay? So either just aim at the left edge and shoot, or take a half a bar to the left and a quarter bar of topspin. All right? So that should be a really great opportunity for you to dial in the Albatross Opportunity rough bump. If you're not comfortable with the rough bump, you can obviously come back and hit it off the island, bounce it over the waterway, and then over the sand and rough, land on the green, go to the back of the green, and then obviously come back down close to the hole for a very, very easy eagle attempt. Okay, here we go. Ball spin, full top, full left. You can see where the yellow ring cuts that rough at 10% max adjustment. And then obviously you can see the rough bump as our second shot and our landing. So no spin on that because we just wanted to go straight. If anything, you're going to either put a quarter top on it or a quarter left spin. But that's going to be up to you. All right. I would just put it right where you see it, aim it just left of the hole, and let it rip with a perfect ball. And you're going to be either in the hole or super close. All right. Hole number 7, par 4. Extra mile 6-7, Goliath 5-6-7, or the Hornet 5, and the Hornet 5, I should say. This is one I think we have to make, right? You have to make this for Eagle to separate yourself in this tournament, okay? So I think on most of these other holes, you're going to see people make some and miss some, but on this one, you have to make this one. So Kingmaker or a power 4 ball. I use the power 4 ball. Kingmaker, you're going to bounce it over that on the first skinny fairway, bounce it over the transition of rough out into the fairway, and then you're going to take either a min Goliath or a max Hornet. If you use a power 4 ball like an open ball, tennis ball, something like that, and you do full over power, full top, full right, and about a ball curl, you're going to get out there in that 391 yard range, and give yourself an opportunity for a hornet or a thorn shot. We use the Hornet 5. We go 3 back, no side spin, aim in the cup at min adjustment, and give yourself a real good opportunity. If you see down here, if you use a power 4 ball and you go past the stick on your drive in the fairway, you're going to aim to the left of the pin but inside the cup. If you're short of the stick on your drive, I want you to aim to the right of the pin but still inside the cup from that angle, all right? And do your adjustments as needed and get that eagle, which is going to separate you in this tournament. All right, here's the adjustments. Full top, full right with an open ball. You can see where we have our max alignment for the tee shot. Yellow ring in the rough up there, the orange ring just cutting into the left bunker. And then on our second shot, you can see we have 3 backspin, no side spin, and the ball guide just to the right edge of the cup. All right, but we've learned that it needs to be, since we're past the hole, we need to be the left edge. All right, so that picture would be if you were short right of the pin using a Kingmaker or a Titan ball and you bounced it over, that'd be a good picture for that type of adjustment. But if you use a power 4 ball and you're past the hole, you're going to want to move that ball guide going into the left of the pin, okay, but in the cup. Hole 8, one of my favorites. Sniper 6 and 7, Viper 8, etc. But we're going to stick with hopefully the Sniper 6 and 7, Kingmaker, Katana. What I use on this one actually, which I found best, was the Titan ball. So I would stick with the Titan ball. You're going to go a no move adjustment, meaning that when the game opens, you're going to leave the landing spot right where it's at. You're going to go 1 top spin, okay? And you're going to go a quarter ball right spin. So these were beginners. Now we have them updated. So no curl, no OP, no move position at mid adjustment, 1 quarter bar right spin. And then I'm going to take that maybe off there because that's what what it is. And it's at 10%. Mid adjustment plus 10% elevation. Okay? And then for the Viper, 1 top, no right spin, aim it right at the hole, no move position for that shot as well. Give yourself 10% mid adjustment there. Give yourself a really great opportunity for a hole-in-one as well. But we've made this 3 times with a no move position at mid adjustment at 10% using 1 top spin and 1 quarter right spin. Okay? And that should give you a real great opportunity for a hole-in-one. And again, that will separate you from your bracket competitors as well. So you can see 1 top spin, 1 quarter right with the Titan ball. And then you can see that it's a no move position. It's at +2 yards. And just go ahead and hit perfect. Should give yourself that really, really great opportunity for the hole-in-one. All right. Hole number 9. Final hole of this front 9 and hole number 18, obviously, the conclusion. Extra mile 6 or 7. You can use a quarterback 9 or 10. Or you're going to use the Sniper 6, 7. Or you can see I haven't really updated these. The Big Dog as an option. So we're going to go ahead and use the Kingmaker here. We're going to first shot at 0%, second shot at +10%. So let's go review the first shot. 1 ball, 1 backspin, 4 right spin. You want to end at 323 to 328. Let's take a look at that first position. 1 back, 4 right. You can see that with an extra mile 6 or 7, that's where your landing position is going to be, and that's where you're going to want it. At +16 yards, about almost just over half the yellow ring up into that fairway. And then what you're going to do is you're going to adjust for the wind and then push back up, or you're going to use 15% over power if you don't push back up out of the rough, okay? So 0 elevation and just adjust for the wind and then push back up at the flag and then hit normal power with no overpower. It's an and or, okay? You either push back up or you just use 15% overpower. All right, and that should get you down to 323, 328 range. But there's no reason to not push back up and then go into overpower. That's just not something you want to do. And then finally, the big dog, and I don't know why I spell it D-O-G. We have the big dog 6 or 7, and we're going to do no topspin, plus 10% at max adjustment. You're going to bounce over the rough in front of the green, and do your best to aim to the left side of the hole, and that will roll in just so gently with that no topspin. And if you're at 323 to 328, you're going to have a really great opportunity for albatross if you can do those adjustments at plus 10 max adjustment and then hit it perfect. Okay, aim just to the left, and that'll either stay right to the left or just creep to the right. Obviously, it's very difficult to, with no ball guide, gauge where that actual ball is going to go. But with that being said, that is the rookie advanced walkthrough. And you can see that we had 1 1/4 topspin when we first made these notes. You're not going to want to do that just due to the fact that get rid of that, and we'll tab this back over to where it needs to be, and that's a 0 topspin. And you can see that we try to aim it to the left of that pin a little bit. Need to go a little bit further than that. Give yourself a great opportunity at making the albatross. Okay, that's the rookie walkthrough for advanced rookie. I apologize for some of the additions, but it's always nice to see that we're making additions going into the qualifying and then into the opener. And then we might even have more versions when we get into the weekend. So stay tuned for that. But hope this is helpful for all of you. I hope you find an opportunity at utilizing some of the notes and giving yourself an opportunity to banner up and get a really high position in this upcoming tournament. All right, good luck to all of you. Good luck in the Pacific Cup tournament. Advanced rookie, pro, expert, whatever you're going to be playing, I wish you all the best. Thank you for being in the channel. Thanks for watching the video. Thumbs up are always appreciated. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider doing that. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so that we can get you additional content like this each and every tournament when we go live. Okay, everybody, have a wonderful week and good luck in the Pacific Cup tournament. See ya.